Here we go. Texas versus Ohio State, a rematch of that Cotton Bowl semifinal playoff collision where the Buckeyes survived. Both replacing a lot of stars from those teams. Both expect to contend for a championship this season. Welcome to the old Horseshoe in the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the third-ranked team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. The Buckeyes will kick this away to get us going here. Fields it just outside the goal line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. The Longhorns offense comes onto the field for the first time today. And each offense features a star tight end. Kirk, what an elite matchup of guys who can really hurt defenses in a variety of ways.
When was the last time we did a game where we were excited to watch two tight ends from opposing teams go against each other? But that's what we have today. Both of these guys are elite at their position. Both want to have bragging rights that they're the best in the country. Let's see who can be showcased better than them. It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. They're going to run it. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, I know it's not a huge game. He didn't pick up the first down, but still early in this game, never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
You need a yard here at third down to keep this opening drive going. Can they pick up the first on the ground? They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to third down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
Longhorns will have 1st and 10 here. Dropping back, it's Manning. Bringing pressure. Receiver makes the catch, and the gain just good enough for a first down.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
The Longhorns pick up enough yardage for a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
I mean, that's just being a difference maker up front. You look at that uniform, you think over the years with Joey Bosa, Nick Bosa, and Chase Young, and so many great defensive linemen. And this guy right here is showing you he's got some of the similar skill set as some of those greats.
This offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? It's a keeper. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. Longhorns will have to punt this one away. And the punt will bounce and roll out of bounds. The Buckeyes offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. They will go up against a secondary, Kirk, that talks about the no-fly zone. These guys are confident in their ability to just lock down wide receivers and take away the opponent's passing game.
Seems like every year in college football, there's secondaries around the country that want to brag that they have the best group of defensive backs. I think this defense and this secondary specifically has a very strong case with what they have to work with. The question I have is, how will the offense consistently move the ball against this group today?
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? He finds some space. Picks up the first and is still going.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense loved to play the RPO game. And here early, they pick up some big yards.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, Texas and Ohio State, the last time a part of college football history, of course, that classic collision in the Cotton Bowl. Jack Sawyer with the strip sack and scoop and score, the decisive play in an unforgettable football game.
Yeah, one of those big games that you can remember, maybe 2 or 3 plays being the difference in the game. You mentioned a play by Jack Sawyer, of course, at the end of the first half. The screen pass to Trevion Henderson. It looked like Ohio State was just trying to not turn the ball over. High percentage throw, ends up going for a touchdown. So the Buckeyes made the plays when they had to be able to get out of there with a win. And anytime you put these two teams on the field together, a ton of NFL talent and athletic ability. Let's see how this one plays out.
On the shotgun, it's a handoff. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. To the air. It's Sayin. It's caught in the crossing pattern. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed, but what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
Handoff from the shotgun. Nowhere to run up the middle. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Smith.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
They come up 3rd and short. This is the 8th play of the drive. And they'll give it to the back. They stop him behind the line. That's going to set up 4th down and short.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Buckeyes will come to the line looking to convert on 4th down. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. They make the stop, but the offense is set up in scoring position. First down from the 23.
That's what you love to see from the quarterback, recognizing the receiver's past the marker, and a good job by the receiver to know where he needed to go to get that first down.
The Buckeyes line up on 1st and 10 now. Looking for a gap. It's Peoples. That's solid pursuit. They'll trap him out there behind the line of scrimmage.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Been a really productive drive, but the loss there now makes it 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, here's an inside. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Deep shot toward the end zone. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
I don't mind this aggressive approach here by the offensive coordinator, taking a shot downfield on 3rd down. Now you can either kick the field goal or still have a chance to go for it.
And here comes the field goal unit onto the field. The distance will be from 38 yards out. And the field goal is good. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Fire to the right side, complete. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Well, defending this guy, you need more than one defender. You really got to stress rallying to the football because this guy can make people miss.
2nd down after that previous play. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Just a tremendous play here by the corner. The offense completes the pass, but the corner comes up, makes a nice form tackle while driving that receiver back in the process.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a 3rd and manageable here. Try and muscle for the first down. Nowhere to run. They're corralling for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Longhorns will send their punt team onto the field. They're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 31. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Here's a screen pass to the running back. They make the tackle, but that screen pass call worked out. They gained the first down yardage.
Great patience here, great execution by the entire offense. The quarterback kind of baits the defense towards him, drops it off to the back, and he's got a convoy in front of him for a nice first down.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. A deep shot to the right. Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
Big shot downfield here early in the game. Couldn't quite connect, but even on an incompletion, these deep shots do a good job of keeping those safeties back and can open up other aspects of this offense.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Ball handed to the running back. Eludes a tackle. And they'll force him out of bounds after a short run.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's 3rd down and long from the 45. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for a man deep on the right side. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
I think anybody can understand trying to get this guy the ball. You want to trust your playmakers, but you can't expect him to beat double coverage like that every single time. It's too risky, and you're asking just too much from one guy.
The Buckeyes will send the punt team onto the field. And a low line drive, ugly punt. The punt will bounce out of bounds down near the 20-yard line. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Play action here on 1st down. Snags the quick throw. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
The back's got it. Slams right into a wall. They've got him before he walks.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. Play fake, looking to throw. Quick throw to his receiver. What a catch! Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
The Longhorns will line up on 1st and 10. And they'll use the ground game here. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Grab behind the line. It's Moore. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time. They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Back to throw. It's Manning. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
One of the areas that separates good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offense is on 3rd down passing plays. And that was a perfect call and really well executed.
Longhorns are on the move here. On 1st down, it's play action. It's complete on the crossing route. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Moore. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Now this is the 8th play in this drive. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. He's got it in the open. And finally tackle him down at the 2-yard line. What a play on that completion.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Longhorns will line up here on 1st down and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back Everything just working in concert together.
Now the try here for the extra point. PAT makes the score 7-3.
That makes the score Texas 7, Ohio State 3.
We got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Scanning the field. It's Sayin. The receiver makes the catch. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. So Texas has the lead, Kirk, as we break here for the quarter. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Buckeyes looking to keep this drive moving.
Well, it's a beautiful run here for the first down, really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs, and we're seeing another one right here.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Looking for the wide out. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down to the 45, and a solid gain to keep this drive going.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
This offense trying to get going has put together a positive drive here in the second quarter. Bootleg looking to throw. Blitz and a quick sack.
That's a really nice job of bouncing back by this defense after giving up that big gain. This time they get the pressure and bring that quarterback down.
Second down now after the sack. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And the wideout goes in motion. Looking downfield. It's Sayin. And he dumps it off to the tight end. The defense swarms to make a tackle for loss on that third down catch.
Sometimes you find that open receiver who's short of the sticks, and you hope the run after the catch will be able to give you the first down. The defense does a good job of keeping him short of the sticks. Let's see what they do here.
The Buckeyes will bring their punt team on the field now. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Quick throw to the left. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
This quarterback has a lot of different options, but I don't mind him getting this wide receiver involved so early in the game. Let him build up his confidence. He could have a monster day for you.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. A play action looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Washington. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, Here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Here's the second down play. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Oh, the pass rush gets home.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. Return man decides to signal fair catch. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
This big guy's up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. To throw, it's Sayin. Receiver makes the grab. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Looking deep down the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
The Buckeyes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Handoff taken, trying to run it behind the big left tackle. Ball carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. First down, looking to throw the football. Lets it fly to the wideout. Makes the grab on the move. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a 1st and goal.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, and it puts a premium on the receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity this offensive line was on display. That's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the PAT makes it 10-7. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. The coverage team able to bring him down. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Back to throw. It's Manning. Short throw complete to the tight end. You get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Off the play fake on first down. Quick throw over the middle. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Yeah, exactly. Here's second down. Grab behind the line. It's Moore. The defense all over him. They stop him right at the line.
Boy, these receiver screens, if run correctly, can be a big play with a convoy of linemen out in front. This time, just not able to get it going. It's a nice job of the defense to prevent a big play.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. He's running out of time here. A deep shot to the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Big gain, and the offense will obviously decline the penalty. Offense on the move now as that penalty gives them a fresh set of downs. Ball handed off. Makes a nice move there. And he's pushed out of bounds after a short run. Not enough for a first.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. If I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to throw. It's Manning. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
After the second down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on third down and 8. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Escapes the pocket. He's got a first down and more. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
What a heads-up play here by this quarterback. Everybody's covered downfield. He keeps his poise. No big deal. Just calls his own number and gets the first down. And most importantly, he slides at the end of the play. Lots of time left in this one, so he's got to protect himself.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A quick throw out left, complete. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Chris, we're still early in this game, and you can already sense the chemistry between this quarterback and the wide receiver. These two just make it look so easy.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. The pre-snap motion from the offense. He hands it off from the gun. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fit, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
So it sets up a 2nd and goal from the 4. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Trying for the touchdown on the right side. And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. So they reach the end zone after a marathon march. How about the execution on that drive, Kirk?
Well, I know a lot of times people get excited for the big plays. They're fun to watch. But what's impressive to me is an offense that can put together a long drive and then finally cap it off with a touchdown. That way you don't have to always rely on the big plays. That's a great drive.
And they get set now to try the PAT. The extra point is good, so it's 14-10 now.
That makes the score Texas 14, Ohio State 10.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. And there's the handoff. Solid run. Moves the ball out across the 20 to the 21.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Important 2nd down play coming up. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Breaks into the clear. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
First down here for this offense. Trying to find room. It's Peoples. As the first down is still going. They finally make the stop right near midfield. It'll be first down.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. You think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers, but we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
The Buckeyes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Handoff here from the shotgun. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Looking to pass this time. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Juked one tackler and picks up first down yardage.
Well, that's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
The drive stays alive with that first down completion. Takes the handoff and he'll head left. He breaks free.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. QB keeper all the way. Breaks an open space. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. So now from the 29, it's 3rd down and short. Let's see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course thinking touchdown. Can he get there on the ground? Ah, here he goes. Oh, and he hits it out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
What a drive by this offense. Another big gain, and look at the defense. Huffing and puffing, hands on their hips. This offense is wearing them down both mentally and physically.
The Buckeyes are in the red zone now. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
That's the 3rd sack now, and we're not even to halftime. The offense is losing. They're getting whipped up front at the line of scrimmage. The offensive coordinator better make some adjustments, or this thing could snowball.
Pass protection, a serious issue. Another sack makes it 2nd and long. To the air, it's Sayin. With the catch, it's Tate. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now they're rewarded with this 3rd and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here, or are they going to settle out and bring the pressure.
Offense thinking touchdown, not field goal, facing a 3rd and long from the 20-yard line. Caught by the receiver. Enough to move the sticks sets up 1st and goal at the 7th. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a 1st down.
There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Can you say methodical and marathon march, Kurt, just pounding away and wearing down that defense?
They just kept moving the sticks and moving the sticks until they got into the red zone, and they just kept moving the sticks until they got into the end zone. What a drive.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. The extra point makes it a 17-14 lead. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Returner looking to make a play here. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. Quick throw, the catch is made. And it'll be Slaughter right at the line for no gain.
Well, sometimes these wide receiver screens, the quarterback simply needs to play the numbers game to the outside, and he can avoid these negative plays in the future. Pretty much that simple.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Back to pass. It's Manning. Looks left and finds his target there. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
Longhorns will kick this away to get the second half going. Fielded in the end zone. It's Graham. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And the first play of the drive now, they're backed up at the 12-yard line. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. He saw it, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Runner takes the toss and moves to his right. First down and more. He's still running. That gain enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. It keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Receiver makes the catch on the comeback route. That's a solid beam. Moves the ball into enemy territory. First down now at the 40.
Just another great example, Chris, of an Ohio State quarterback and receiver combination being so dangerous. You think about it, over the last 8 or 10 years, I think Ohio State has been as consistent as anybody when it comes to the passing game and the efficiency that comes with it.
Takes off in a bootleg. Grab down the middle. It's Peoples.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time, they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
Pass complete. It's second down now. Back to pass. It's Sayin. Quick completion to the tight end. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion. That's the tight end flex out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kurt.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Looking to throw yet again. Swarmed by the pass rush. He's sacked.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
Buckeyes will bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to flip the field here. Kicks it a little too far. Bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Drive start to the 25. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Hits the running back in the flat. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
That completion sets up a second down play. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Nice play action call here by this offensive coordinator. You know, you can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Now it's second down here. Quarterback will throw it off the run-pass option. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Great execution on the RPO. quarterback does a nice job as he's putting the ball into the belly of the back, making sure to read his key. This defense was determined. They came up to stop the run. Quarterback saw it, pulled it out, hit the quick slant right behind it for some great yards.
Breaks into the clear. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. Second down play coming up for this offense. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Now it's 3rd and long for this offense. Football right at midfield. And now the running back's got it again. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. Longhorns will bring their punt team onto the field. They've punted away for the 4th time today. And off the bounce, that punt will roll out of bounds. And now the first play of this drive, they'll begin at the 36. And the back now goes in motion to throw. It's Sayin. Drop over the middle. It's Peoples. They make the stop, but not before he moves the football across midfield. First down at the 48.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
1st and 10 play coming up. He's looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Smith. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Now begin with a quick throw to the left. They're finally able to stop him. The quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Quick pass. The catch is made. He's in the clear. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Looking downfield. It's Manning. Short connection to the tight end here. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
2nd down play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back. Defense is coming after him. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
What a play here by this defensive line. You can get so caught up in the flashy offense of Ohio State in recent years. But let's not forget, they still play defense in the shoe and have such great history and tradition with that defensive line play.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a 4th down.
What a hit there on 3rd down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big 4th down play.
The Longhorns will line up to boot it away. On to kick now for the 5th time today. The puck bounces and goes out of bounds right near the 30-yard line. And they'll begin the drive here set up at the 30. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. To start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. It's Sayin. Oh, the ball is out. The offense able to fall on it and avoid the turnover. Got lucky that time.
Well, the offense catches a break here. Lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away.
On to punt it away.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're set up at the 40. Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Looking for a receiver. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
Boy, just a great job here by this defense, sniffing out the screen. They were not fooled at all. He caught that ball, he had nowhere to go, and it's a loss of yardage.
3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. It's a short completion of the tight end. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that 1st down marker. And now we've got a decision here on 4th down.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And the punt will bounce out of bounds. They'll spot this around the 35-yard line. And now the first play of this drive now from the 35. Gonna run it. It's Peoples. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. 2nd down after that previous play. To throw, it's Sayin. Lets it go quickly. He's got it with room to run. They drag him down after a big game. Ball moved all the way to the 38.
Boy, what a throw and catch again by the Ohio State Buckeye offense. You think about how Ohio State has been able to really grow over the years. Go back and think about Chris Carter back in the 80s and Joey Galloway in the 90s. And, of course, most recently with Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave, Jackson Smith and Jigba. So many great receivers, and it's been fun to watch this young man today.
Fighting off the defender. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Chris, as you know, the reason this team has such a nice lead today is the day that this guy has had running the football. But that time, finally, the defense comes up with an answer for him.
So now from the 29, it's 3rd down and short. Let's see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. Breaks free. Breaks into the clear. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down. Know what you need to do. Get the first down. Continue to hold on to that lead. Continue to work clock. And get that much closer to securing a victory.
The Buckeyes churn out another first down. The shotgun running play call. Heading for the end zone. He'll be muscled out of bounds very close to the goal line.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
Buckeyes looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Here comes some more big bodies out for the defense. The big fullback's got it here. And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Ah, the hammer. 2nd down and goal. Who better than the big fullback to get behind that big bruising offensive line? Old school touchdown for this offense.
And they'll set up for the PAT. And the PAT puts them up 17 now. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now to begin at the 19. Back, it's Manning. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Here's the 2nd down play. Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
Receiver in motion now. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. He's going to lose yardage there. Forced out of bounds. Great play by the defense. Getting set. Here's second down. Looking for a man. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Out of the gun now on third down. Here's the target, and it's complete. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Well, they're going to come up short of the sticks here. We got a tough decision at this point in the football game for the head coach. What will they do now on fourth down?
Longhorns will have to kick it away. He's on to boot it away now. No fair catch. He feels the punt. And the returner is brought down, and that will do it now for the third period. And so far, we have been treated to a serious quarterback duel. Both these guys putting on a show so far. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Short pass finds the tight end. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Tried to bounce it, but couldn't get the quarter. They'll stop him for a loss.
Man, I've gotten so conditioned here now that we're in the fourth quarter to see this guy get the football and just get more positive yards. Finally this afternoon, the defense steps up, says enough is enough, and they come up with a nice tackle.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Makes the grab. It's Peoples. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a fourth and short.
Well, the quarterback throws this ball short of the marker, relying on his guy to do the rest. But on third down, you have to put the ball at least to the first down marker. That's too much to ask of this receiver.
The Buckeyes will have to kick this away. Hunter getting a workout here, on for the fifth time today. He'll call for the fair catch here. And they'll set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Chris, has just really been the story of the game. This defense has completely eliminated this offense's ability to run the football, made them one-dimensional, and that's why they haven't been able to put many points on the board.
Important second down play coming up. Dropping back, it's Manning. Running back grabs it on the screen. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Interesting call here, Chris, with this screen pass in the fourth quarter late in the game. I think they're expecting the defense to get upfield on the pass rush, but give the defense all the credit. Recognizing it, almost really anticipating that this screen was coming, and then rallying to the ball.
Now the offense faces third and long from the 30. Can they convert and get a drive going? Running out of time in the pocket. Grabbed by the receiver. Here he goes. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Longhorns with 1st and 10 here. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. Just flings it out of bounds with pass rush closing in.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the fourth quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Fires it to the wide out. He's got a man down the middle. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 28.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
The Longhorns look to keep this drive moving. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Catch made in space. Look out. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9.
Now, the offense is taking advantage of the defense kind of sitting back with this lead. That's back-to-back plays of big yards. You know, it's a bend but don't break mentality from this defense, but they might want to reevaluate because this offense is moving the ball too quickly down the field.
They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Touchdown, Longhorns. Still no answer for this offense.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
And now here comes the point after attempt.
For the extra point.
And the PAT makes it a 10-point deficit, 31-21.
That makes the score Ohio State 31, Texas 21.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Kick it off.
He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated and get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Now it's second down here. Send the back in motion. Dropping back. It's Sayin. Quick throw to his receiver. Caught. He's wide open. Look out. Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
And one play has flipped field position. A first down to the opponent's 44. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Tackle made, but the game moves the ball to the 30.
Oh, that one really hurts for this defense. They get these guys to third down, a chance to maybe get them off the field, and they give up a first down late in the game. The clock will continue to roll.
The Buckeyes lining up here on 1st and 10. He hands it to the back. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Now I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Good job bleeding the clock on this drive so far. They'll come up on a 2nd down. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Scanning the field. It's saying. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
If I'm on this offensive line, man, I do not want to see the game film. This has been a tough game for the big boys. It appears almost like they've just been moonwalking the entire game, and they've been pushed all around. That's 6 sacks surrendered already in this game.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Looking downfield near the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Well, this time he misses his intended target, but this receiver has been a key today. They want to try to just keep feeding him.
So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. And he's made it from 50 yards out, showing off the deep range.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Coverage team brings down the return. Here's the first play of the drive. Now they're backed up at their own 14. And the wideout goes in motion. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, it's another positive play, but, man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice game. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. The pocket breaking down. Catch made over the middle. The completion picks up about 8 yards, but sets up a 4th down play now.
Great job by the defender coming up with that tackle that'll keep him short of the 1st down. I think the quarterback thought his receiver could win any one-on-one battle, but this defender makes a heck of a play, and now we got 4th down.
Looks to the left, pass caught. And the defense comes up with the football.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They got points on the board last time thanks to a long-range field goal. Dropping back, it's Sayin. The receiver grabs it. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Second down after that short completion. Keeping it on the ground here. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a 1st down.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big 1st half, and he's already at it again.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 21 as this defense tries to make a stand and force a field goal attempt or a 4th down stop. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Pass not complete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. but he held it just a little bit too long. And the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. The distance will be from 38 yards out. Knocks that one right down the middle. And they add to their lead.
Chris, they get the 3 points, but looking back at it, 4th and inches. Pretty conservative call there. I really thought they would have gone for it.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Return begins inside the 10. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Play action here on 1st down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. To the air, it's Manning. He'll take a deep shot here. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 41.
Hey, it's got to start somewhere. That's a nice conversion here on 3rd down. You got a long way to go, but maybe a little momentum here. Let's see what they can do coming off that nice play.
The Longhorns have 1st and 10 here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Looks to the left, and it's complete. They stop him, but it's a 1st down.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the 1st down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
Longhorns pick up enough for a 1st down here. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. 1st down.
This quarterback has been in rhythm the entire game, and Chris, with this pass, he's got now over 400 yards on the afternoon. What a day.
The Longhorns looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Brought down at the 7. The completion moves him closer to the goal line.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And the quarterback dropping back. The pass rush closing in. And it's caught. Touchdown, Texas. Tight end was wide open. How do they lose track of the big fella down there, Kirk?
I don't know. I wish I knew. The defense, to me, looks like they just were so locked in on defending the goal line, they forgot about the tight end. That'll probably be the easiest touchdown throw and catch we see of the game today.
So the touchdown was big, but they need this 2-point conversion to make it a 1-score game. Looking to pass. It's Manning. And it's caught. So the 2-point conversion works. Back to a 1-score game. Hope still alive.
Ohio State, 37, Texas, 29.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
set to kick off.
Fields it just outside the goal line. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. Working clock with the ground game. He's in the clear. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
First down and 10. Looking for some space. It's Peoples. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Single back takes the handoff. They'll tackle him for a small gain. Needed a lot more on 3rd and long.
Gain of 2. Now, a 4th down.
Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. Forced to kick it away for the 6th time. We've reached the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to stage a dramatic comeback and win the game late. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking for a late, deep throw. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. He could go. And he steps out at the 3. Couldn't quite make the end zone, but a great pick.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now, all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
After the huge play, they're pounding on the door. It's 1st and goal at the 3. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Ball back at the 6 for 2nd and goal off that loss. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Boy, Chris, the way this quarterback's been playing, I'm surprised they didn't throw the football here. I wouldn't be surprised now that they're facing 3rd down and goal. Put it in his hands and let him work his magic.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And he'll bring it out from inside the... Oh, the ball on the ground. Recovered by the kicking team. Touchdown, Ohio State. Too much speed for the defense. This This matchup had folks around the country stopping and paying attention. We expected a tough battle right down to the final minute, but this was a blowout as number one just gets humbled.
I'm just in complete shock. You know, anytime you see two top 5 teams, you'd always expect to see a competitive game. But this number 1 ranked team, I don't think they were mentally prepared, plain and simple. When you're facing a top 5 opponent with a bad mindset, things like this are going to happen.
And that is going to do it. We enjoy being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.